Cards Daily is presented by Arizona Lottery. What's your game? Find out at ArizonaLottery.com.
You can't control that narrative, and I understand that. And he's the first pick, and he is a dynamic talent. As a coach, you understand there's going to be ups and downs, and he's a young player, and we're going to deal with some adversity. But no, that is, in today's society, that's what you're going to get.
Yeah, good luck trying to control all the hype and the hoopla, especially of defenses if they can't control Kyler Murray. Paul Calvisi with Cards Daily. Look, if any rookie is equipped, Kyler played in front of 50,000 fans at Cowboys Stadium in high school, and then all the Heisman hoopla in college. He's new to the NFL, but not new to the spotlight.
I really don't feel it, honestly. I see it on, we're at dinner and the TV's on and we'll all see it. But other than that, I don't really pay too much attention to it. I got to go out and play well, and if I don't, then people are going to be mad. I'm going to be mad. Everybody's going to be mad. So my focus is to play well.
One thing I love about Kyler is that he doesn't say much, but when he comes in that huddle, man, it's just a feeling of, that he got that swagger to him, that confidence to him, and that, we're going to go out here and we'll get the job done.
Yeah, K1 is definitely QB1, and Kingsbury confirming Thursday that he'll be in the shotgun, quote, a high percentage of time. The question, because we haven't seen a lot of it here at Cards Camp, is how much is Kyler going to run?
I want him to play the game when he's out there. We know he can run. He knows he can run, and so he wants to get through some reads and do some different things. But for the most part, I think he's reacting as he would in a game.
All right, so a lot of Kyler is still unknown, but what is known and what we'll leave you with, what the running backs really like, is what Kyler does to a defense.
I consider Kyler a blocker in himself because if we go out his own read, that DN, he cannot collapse. Kyler's a blocker in himself in terms of just keeping another defender honest.
I'm not familiar with that saying.
What's the kind of routine, just the same routine over and over again?
Yeah. Just doing, waking up, same thing every day. Crazy that we actually have a game next week. Haven't played a football game in August in a while, so it's a little different. But I think it'd be good to get reps with live bullets going, and it'd be fun.
What's a week into camp? What have you learned in that week? What's different today as opposed to a week ago?
Me personally, coming off of OTAs or rookie minicamp and OTAs, just being more comfortable, understanding more of our concepts, what the line's doing. When we get this look and what everybody's doing, we're just kind of honing in on that and sharpening up on those things.
What's it been like being able to focus strictly on football, not worrying about class and other stuff?
It's been fun. It's a little different. The schedule's a little easier just because you get to, this is what we love to do, and this is what I love to do. So for me, it's easy to just wake up and play football and worry about football.
What do you hope to accomplish in Saturday's red-white practice?
Just go out there and have a good day.
What does that mean for you?
Have a good day.
What made you want to switch the visor from black to red?
Oakley had sent a couple different colors, and us being red, decided to go with the red one.
Are you allowed to wear that in games?
I don't think so. I wish. But
Plans for you for next Thursday against
for the
Chargers?
game, I don't think I'm going to play too much, but, whatever we do, I know it'll be pretty generic, pretty basic. So just get out there, get a feel for the game, and, let it rip a little bit.
Obviously, the spotlight's been on you since training camp started. Is there any part of you that would like the world to let you just kind of progress as you're going to progress? Or are you okay with everybody talking about how great you are and how good you could be so soon and all that?
Who said that? Who said that?
That comes from Vegas.
They gotta put somebody as a favorite. No, I don't. I really don't feel it, honestly. I see it on. We're at dinner and the TV's on and we'll all see it. But other than that, I don't really pay too much attention to it. Like you said, I'm the favorite. Like it's just, to me, that's just something that they have to do. I got to go out and play well, and if I don't, then people are gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad. Everybody's gonna be mad. So my focus is to play well.
Does it seem like time has flown by to you since the night you were drafted?
Yeah, it feels like a long time ago, but it really wasn't. So yeah, it does.
Do you feel pressure? Do you feel pressure being here?
No, I don't feel pressure.
What's been the biggest adjustment for you having the calls coming through your headset? Is it taking the signals?
Having to deliver it all to everyone while still trying to focus on, Coach Kingsbury's talking in my ear, and, you're trying to focus on saying things to the line and giving signals to the receivers. That's probably the most, the biggest adjustment that I've had to deal with, coming from college when you get one signal and you know what everybody's already doing. So that's just a little different.
In college, did you get the signal or was it a wristband?
It's a signal.
How comfortable are you right now being able to, how come do you
relay
feel?
it?
Yeah.
I feel pretty comfortable. Like I said, it's just an adjustment. It's like me talking to you and somebody else trying to talk to you, and you're listening to two different people. So it's a little different, but I've gotten used to it.
And so you're physically speed with the DBs here at the NFL.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's probably one of the biggest adjustments is, when windows are tighter, you got to anticipate things a lot more. But that makes it fun, College, dudes be wide open, it'd be really easy, stuff like that. So, it's part of being in the NFL.
You're still getting Cliff talking to you while you're delivering the play in the
Yeah, I mean,
so you're multitasking, so to speak.
Kind of, yes. I mean, I think it's the microphone's on until like 15 seconds on the play clock. So yeah, that it's just everything's new for me and him, just because we've been at the college level. So I think it's a neat deal, but yeah, it takes some getting used to it a little bit.
What kind of looks are you getting from Vance's defense, and has he shown you anything that kind of has been different that you haven't seen before?
I don't know about any other defense coordinators in the league, but I think we've gotten a ton of good looks, a ton of different looks, variety of different looks. So I think he's prepared me and the other quarterbacks pretty well.
Have you beat Cliff into the office yet?
How about beat him? What do you mean?
Like, have you got there before he does?
Beat him into the office?
Yeah.
Oh, like beat him there? I don't know. We're on two different levels of in Tempe, he's upstairs, I'm downstairs, so it's a little different. But no, I don't really see him until we get to the meetings. So
I want to go talk about how he has this great offensive mind, very creative. How have you seen that from him?
Right now, I'm excited to see once we get in the game plan and stuff like that, because like he said, this is going to be very vanilla, come preseason, pretty basic. So right now we're just installing all our stuff. And like I said, just sharpen up on those little nuances of the offense. So that's all an adjustment. But I'm excited to once we get in the actual season and see what we dial up.
You talked about the speed of the DBs and the windows are tighter, and you said it's fun that way.
Yeah.
How much fun is it to battle Pat P and test him and go at him?
I tell him every day. I mean, I'm gonna go at him at least once a day, and honestly, he's winning right now. He's making me pay for it, but. I got to use it up. He's here. He's with us right now. So, he's, in my eyes, best corner in the game. So, for me to be able to see him out there every day is just making everybody better.
You told us last week that his message to you was don't throw at 21.
Yeah, and then I heard that in the news. I saw that on my phone, and the next day we got after him pretty good. So, but I think he's got me a couple times for sure.
Now's the time to see what you can get away with.
Exactly. I mean. This is the time, like you said, come season, you'll be a little more, protect the ball. So.
Kyler, with your dual threat ability and David's pretty versatile, do you think that helps a lot in the red zone specifically, where you guys can give teams problems?
I think it helps, all over the field. The fact that he can catch the ball at the backfield, run routes. He's great, out of the backfield as far as, handing the ball off to him. And we got a lot of guys outside that can make things happen with the ball in their hands. So. Like you said, and with me being a dual threat guy, I think it just makes everyone have to be on alert, paying attention to everybody on the field. So,
since you guys are still rotating Mason and AQ at center and a bunch of guys at wide receiver, how is that for you when you have so many guys switching, trying to learn their tendencies?
At times it can be difficult, but just like in college, I mean anybody can go down at any time. It's part of the game, so I think it's good for everybody to get reps, against ones, against twos, and just. Get those live reps. And, the preseason's coming up soon, so we'll see what happens. But, we wish everybody can stay healthy, but, we know that that's not, it's not likely. But, for us, everybody getting reps, it'll be good for everybody.
With as much time personnel as you guys run, you feel a little sorry for your tight ends?
You said what? Oh, sorry for the tight ends? You said feel sorry for the tight ends? A little bit, just because, I mean, like I said, right now we're not really game planning for other defenses. So, once we do start doing that, different personnel will probably, touch the field a lot more. But right now it's just they don't touch the field as often as they'd probably like to. But, yeah, it's kind of tough. I feel for them.
Kyler, you had a lot of conversations with Larry when you guys come to the sidelines. Larry said he would like to play at least a few snaps in the preseason just to kind of get the feel. Do you feel like you guys are on the same page?
For the most part. Also, I mean, this is, I don't know, his 16th. I mean, as far as offense goes, I mean, he's been in a couple offenses, so he's still learning, the little things about this offense, and he's come along really well. We haven't been here very long, so I think when we get to the season, by the time we get to the season, he'll be ready to go with everything. We'll be on the same page. But so far, it's been pretty smooth.
Last week, where's he helped you most with like technique and stuff like that?
So what?
Where's he helped you most with technique?
He just he's played a lot of football, so he sees he can call out a blitz before the line may see it or I may see it. He said the other day he'll be out there thinking for me. So I mean, having a guy out there that can he knows what defenses are doing and how he sees things, it'll help me a lot for sure.
Kyler, you've been playing the game a long time. What's your favorite part about football?
Winning.
How can it help you when you get for you out there? How can it help you when Larry's thinking out there for you?
If I don't see any, it's having two eyes, more than my eyes. So if he sees something that I didn't see, I think something new. Obviously in the NFL you get the iPad on the sideline. We didn't have that in college, so I think that'll help too. But I mean, just having more eyes out there, seeing the game can help anybody.
Send off Chandler Jones, even though he's not going to hit you.
You said what? Have what?
What's it like just to see number 55 coming at you every single day?
Yeah, he can't hit me, so I'm not really too worried about him right now. Yeah, it's fun though. It's all competition. I used to talk a lot.
Yeah. Don't it sound so epic? Horns are screaming, I ain't the one you wanna mess with. Use a joke, I ain't the one you wanna jest with. The battle's coming, you only got a few seconds to riot. We came to riot. The revolution is starting, it's the hour. Riot. We came to riot. You hear the crowd, we coming for what's ours. Yeah, we coming for what's ours. Yeah, we coming for what's ours. Yeah, we coming for what's ours. You hear the crowd, we coming for what's ours. Riot, we came to riot. Revolution is coming, it's the hour. Riot, we came to riot. You hear the crowd, we coming for what's ours. Yeah, we coming for what's ours. Yeah, we coming for what's ours. Yeah, we coming for what's ours.
We've talked through it rep-wise and kind of finalized who's going to play, where they're going to play, how long they're going to play, and things of that nature. So as a staff, we have a pretty good feel for what we want to get done and what we want to get accomplished.
Coach, EA Sports trolling a little bit, said it's going to be a 10% more costly.
Whatever it takes. Yeah. I don't know. That became kind of a deal, but if they want to improve my looks on there, I'll take it. Yeah. Not as of today. Yeah, we'll see how today and tomorrow go, but as of today, we're going to try to get most of the guys out there.
What kind of things do you want to accomplish? What can you show us?
Yeah, I think continue to work our substitutions, our personnel groupings will allow the coaches to be up in the box and work that process and just really kind of hone in going into game week of how we want it to look.
He re-aggravated his injury?
No, it was something minor, so he may be a few days, but he'll be okay.
When it comes to Kyler, a lot of people have been very excited about what he's shown already. As a coach, do you ever want to tamp that enthusiasm at all just because of the process, or do you not really care if people are...
You can't control that narrative, and I understand that, and he's the first pick, and he is a dynamic talent, and as a coach, you understand there's going to be ups and downs, and he's a young player, and we're going to deal with some adversity. But no, that is in today's society, that's what you're going to get.
4 or 5 balls are going at once. I know sometimes you take. Is it just to rest his arm? I mean, is that?
It is. He's getting a ton of throws because he's getting a ton of walkthrough reps, and we're throwing it in those as well. So that's all it is. Is hey, if you feel good about this concept or this route, hey, sit a couple out, and we kind of pick our spots with him.
Cliff, what would be the best scenario for David Johnson's use this year?
I think he's said it. I mean, I know what he wants to be as valuable in the pass game as in the run game, and we have to do things that he feels comfortable with and play schemes that he likes to run the football behind, and then in the passing game find ways to get him favorable matchups, which he's a tough cover for a linebacker or a safety. He's that dynamic of a route runner, and so I think just doing a good job week in, week out of maximizing who he is as a player.
Is he the centerpiece of this offense, or is Kyler?
I mean, everybody is. I mean, it's a team game, and so the left tackle is as important as Kyler or David or anybody else. I mean, it's going to take all 11 for us to. We were the last ranked offense in every category last year. We know that, and so it's going to take everybody to get this thing going in the right direction.
There are times that you use 5 wideouts because he's not on the field, unless he's one of those. Would he be utilized as one of those?
At times, yeah. He's that good of a route runner that we feel like we can, leave him on the field and still be a really tough matchup.
In terms of the corner position, Patrick's out. It seems like Tremaine's lined up a lot on the outside with Byron in the slot. Is that kind of, you decided already that's how it's going to be?
I think, we're still working through that, but I think some combination of that, whether Byron's out there or Tremaine's inside, those 3 guys seem to be the 3 that have really stepped up their play, and so we'll see if that continues.
Kyler hasn't hold it down and run quite as often.
Yeah, I want him to play the game when he's out there. Treat every rep like a game, but I think he is working through his process, and we know he can run. He knows he can run, and so he wants to get through some reads and do some different things. But for the most part, I think he's reacting as he would in a game.
Situation to decide to pull down a run. He knows he can't get in touch.
I don't think so. I mean, he's been that player his entire life. I mean, from when he was 7 years old playing quarterback, he could outrun everybody. And so, in practice, you don't get tackled as a quarterback, and you just become accustomed to it.
When you, now that you've had a week, and you talked earlier about how many times you'd be in the shotgun, now that it's been a week, what percentage do you think you know?
I think we're still working through it. We'll see how we feel about our run game after a couple preseason games and where it's at and how effective it is, and if we need to do different things under center at times, and that's what we'll do. And so I don't have a number per se, but I mean it's still going to be a high percentage in shotgun.
So maybe conducive to it because David said he has experience in it. Chase is used to running out of the shotgun. The guys know how to do zone reads in the field.
I think the ball handling has been really good with those 3 backs and Kyler. I mean, he's done it once again his entire life. He's worked those exchanges, and it's a tough read when either one of those guys can take the ball and be dangerous. And so we'll definitely keep working it. Vance had him in Miami, and so we felt very good about type of player he is, type of person he is, the character, and that's came back to that. I think more than anything.
For that outdoor practice tomorrow, coaches here have all kind of approached it differently, where I think Bruce used it more as a punishment, and Steve Wilkes kind of had an off day on either side of it. So how much did you talk to other coaches on staff here to see what's effective for those days?
It really leaned on Jeff Rogers, who had been here and has been on different teams and around different coaches, and try to fit it in where we felt it fit best, and it ended up on this Friday. And we get out there, like I said, and get used to playing in the heat some and adjusting to the sun and different factors that you don't deal with inside the dome.
Is the heat an issue? Do you guys play indoors?
I wouldn't think so, but it's still good to get out in it and stress the guys a little bit.
Will anyone have a Veterans Day off for the outside practice?
I don't think we put any down on that day. So today is, I know Suggs, and then there were a couple that we were kind of wait and see.